Welcome everyone. Hi, Heal Avalon. I'm we're here going live. It's been a while again since we've been live in the group. And today we're going to be talking about this amazing supplement that I keep talking about, which is the turmeric supplement. And we're going to be talking about lots of fun things today. I have got my wonderful friend and leader here also, Rebecca White. He's going to be sharing some of her wisdom with us today about this amazing turmeric supplement, and also about some of the benefits, and also how magical this particular one is, because it is completely different to any of the other ones that are out there, like completely. So that's why I'm so excited about this, just because it's like completely out of the ordinary. It's like there's nothing like this out there. And it's really exciting just from all the results that we're seeing. But today I really want to focus on turmeric, and not just its health benefits, but also its spiritual benefits as well, just so we can understand the energetics behind it, which is why this is called Raise Your Vibration with Turmeric. I do feel like it's got such a high vibration, and it's been around for thousands and thousands of years, and it has got this quality about it. Even just the yellow of it, it's just so potent and so powerful. It's also been used as clothes dye over the years. It's been used in food, and it has got this wonderful, it's basically a supplement for all the senses. And that's how I see it. So it's really beautiful in food. It's really amazing that we can use it on clothes. I have a turmeric jacket, like literally, that was dyed under the full moon in Guatemala, which I bought before I learned about this supplement, which I definitely know this is a sign. And it's just got so much to it that's more than the health benefits. But of course we want to focus on health, because Heal Avalon is all about bringing tools to you that you can use to really harmonize your field, harmonize your body, your health, become more in alignment with yourself, bring your organs into alignment and everything else. So let's talk a little bit about the benefits. I just want to first of all introduce Rebecca. Rebecca, hi, do you want to introduce yourself and let us know how you learned about turmeric and how long you've known about it?
Sure. Thank you so much, Abbey, for having me. This is the third time we've had a chat live, I believe, but we talk quite regularly, obviously. I'm really excited to be here because turmeric is such an amazing, turmeric and this curcumin product, such an amazing gift to the world. And you're right, it's not just about the health benefits, but the health benefits are so great. But if we can actually understand the energetics of it and how amazing it is for us to help us raise our vibration, I feel like it's going to give everybody a whole new dimension on not just this product, but turmeric and curcumin in general. As an abundance alignment coach, I work a lot with energy. I have worked a lot with energy over 15 years of being an entrepreneur and working in the coaching and entrepreneurial sort of space. I know personally how amazing it is when you can get your energetics aligned. And of course, when you can start to cleanse, and these tools and these different things that we can use to get ourselves at a higher vibration. And I certainly use this along with other tools such as the Healy that you talk about and other things like that, to raise my vibration and get myself into an abundance alignment, into a health alignment, and into just a beautiful alignment for my soul and my spirit on every level. So I'm excited to dive in as well.
Amazing. Thank you so much for the intro. Exactly this, like, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start by just the basics. I'm just going to share my screen, and I'm just going to show you, actually Cheryl, one of my members, she's been creating this amazing resource for us, just because we want to learn more about it and also just to have everything there. And we've been collecting just lots of resources, and we have got a wonderful array of studies as well, which I'm going to show you as well, which are showing us how this is not just hearsay. We're not just talking about it because everyone can say something heals. That reminds me, I need to do the disclaimer. So I almost forgot. I am just going to tell you before we start talking about all of this, is that I am not a physician. I am also not a doctor. I'm not an expert, okay, in any of this. And this goes for Healy as well, for all of these things. I always share my experiences. I'm all about that. I'm all about how to actually share my experiences, and there is no right or wrong way to do something. You have to go with what your body feels. So this particular, what we're going to talk about today, this is not medical advice, okay? And it's really important that it's for informational and educational purposes only. It does not take the place of medical advice or the treatment from a physician. And you should always use the information. You should not use the information for diagnosing a health problem or disease. And also, if you think you've got something like a medical condition, make sure you go to your doctor first. And if you're not sure whether or not you should take turmeric, go and check with your doctor first. That's super, super important. And a qualified healthcare doctor or physician, that's what you need to do before I continue this presentation. Well, it's not a presentation, but it's more of a talk. But anyway, I'm going to just share my screen now. And so I'm just going to show you some of the benefits that have, there are thousands of studies out there. You can go and look them up. You just have to search in Google and you can get like actual scientific studies for all of these things. But just so you should now see on your screen this little beautiful visualization of 50 proven benefits of turmeric. Okay, so let's just go through them, because like it is so exciting when something can help you with so many different things. These are some of them. So we've got cognitive health, which is all about brain function, natural inflammatory. This is the one we know the most about.
Those two top ones are like pretty, they're the two that I reckon I get straight away when people take the supplement we're speaking about. When people start to take it, very quickly do those two things start to work, like at the top. That's probably why they're at the top there, because they're just amazing.
Yeah. They're probably the most studied. I'm guessing that like actually as we go down, the top ones are the most studied, and as we go down, maybe less studied, but everything, there's so many studies on turmeric, which is why I'm so excited about it, because you don't even have to, most people know already, and you don't even have to explain that turmeric's good for you because it is so widely studied. That's just the beauty of this. So let's keep going down. So we've got, it prevents blood clots, reduces depression, boosts skin health, prevents certain cancers. It's good for arthritis. It's from diabetes, and that's got quite a lot of studies as well. Obesity, inflammatory bowel disease, that's a big one. I have a lot of people that come into my field with IBS. It regulates cholesterol. It's good for pain. My mum, she's completely pain-free in her knee now, and that's just incredible because she's been in pain for years. Toxicity. And by the way, these are all the ways that we're going to raise our vibration, because it's working on all these different areas, right? Lowers high blood pressure, liver function, protects the heart, digestive system, protects your DNA, speeds up recovery after surgery. I had a few people that question me about that. Protects pancreas, heals bone fractures, muscle disorders, spleen health, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. That's a massive one. Recovery after stroke, glaucoma, get rid of plaque in the teeth. It relieves cough or cold, for oral ulcers, anti-asthma agent, protects liver from toxins, aids in liver fibrosis, prevents gallstones, it's good for weight loss, health, reduces risk of heart attack, symptoms of premenstrual syndrome. I mean, that I know also, because I know some people, and also myself, I don't get pain from my periods now anymore.
I've got a good story on that as well.
Like it's just incredible. Menopause, it treats UTIs, which is like, whoa. Psoriasis treatment, treats acne, lupus, HIV benefits, kills cancer cells, boosts immunity, reduces oxidation of cooking oils, protects from food pathogens, prevents Alzheimer's, benefits in epilepsy and seizures, and prevents cystic fibrosis. And this is just a few, right?
Yeah, I've got stories on almost all of them as well, because I've been sharing this product for nearly 6 months and we get such amazing results. Yeah, I've got so many stories about the turmeric or the curcumin that we actually share, but this is turmeric in general. So I think it's pubmed.com that you can actually find. But you've got some studies, haven't you? That actually...
Yes, actually the studies that I'm going to be showing you are actually specifically for the supplement we're talking about, because I think it would probably be a good idea to share like actually the problems of turmeric when you're taking it like just as without the one that we've got, like with just as it is. Most people don't know this. Most people don't know this. Rebecca, maybe you can just share a little bit of light on turmeric, just in a nutshell of. Yeah.
Okay, I'll share, because there is differences. And so as turmeric is absolutely incredible, but there is a difference between turmeric and curcumin. The major difference, it's the same thing, but it's the same but different. So curcumin is the active ingredient in turmeric. And what happens with this product in particular, because the difference between that is that turmeric has something called an oxalate. And the oxalates are what causes that sulfur type issue in the stomach sometimes if you're taking large doses of turmeric. So this curcumin doesn't have that. So we don't have those issues in the stomach anymore. That's also the issue that some people have said, oh no, it's really bad for your liver if you take a lot of turmeric. This product is completely different. It doesn't have that. We don't have those complaints. In fact, we end up finding that people are having extraordinary results with their liver. So that's a big difference there, the curcumin and the turmeric, for example. But of course, the studies that we have that you're going to share a little bit about with this curcumin in particular is talking about the fact that this one's so different because you don't have to take high doses. It's not about the high doses with this one. It's about the bioavailability and the way that it gets absorbed. It's actually like the perfect delivery system because it's nanified, that curcumin, so teeny tiny, and it's got this like completely unique shell around it. It drops it off into the bloodstream and it goes directly to the bloodstream. It doesn't have to go through the digestive tract. As soon as you put it into your mouth, it starts to go into the bloodstream. So it's so different and it's so unique compared to other turmeric products. And that's why we get absolutely crazy results. So as you were going through that list, I was like, oh, I can think of this story. Oh, I thought of that story. Just to share, this is a very unique and very powerful story that I just heard from New Zealand the other day. Of course, I'm from Australia and I have a team over in New Zealand that are sharing this because it's crazy, right? It's just getting results everywhere. But this young lady in New Zealand suffers from 100, 200 seizures a day, like just crazy. Doctors don't really know why, one of those things. So she started on these drops that we share. And within 10 to 15 drops, she was getting about half the amount of seizures. She upped it to about 20 drops. She doesn't get any seizures. Wow. So we're not allowed to, a disclaimer here, we're not allowed to say it heals anything, but we can say she no longer suffers the symptoms of the hundreds of seizures a day.
Wow.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And that's why it's going viral because people are just getting, some people who are really healthy like you and me, we might notice a few things. I wouldn't say I'm perfectly healthy. We might notice some good benefits, but we won't notice it as big as when someone's having major benefits like that, you think, or major, we'll say benefits, major things happening with their body like that. You think, wow, this is absolutely phenomenal. And no wonder it's going viral everywhere around, that it's starting to open because it is very new, of course, in a lot of countries, and we haven't even opened in a lot of countries. So yeah, it's a pretty crazy thing. So I digress, but just going through that list, I was literally like, oh yeah, there's a story. We're getting testimonials and people getting results with all of those things. And it's energetics on this course as well. What happens when you're in pain? What happens in life and you're not able to do the things you love to do?
Hold on, we're losing you a little bit, Rebecca. Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
You keep sticking.
Have you got me now?
No, hold on. I really want you to repeat what you said as well, because I was really interested to know. I hope you can repeat it. It's gone red on your internet.
Can you hear me now? I can see you. Can you see me?
I see you. It just keeps breaking up, but it was fine. It was fine before, but maybe it will just come back. Well, hopefully it will just come back. Yeah, try
now.
Hear me now. I can hear you a bit better now. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, I'll tell everyone to get off the games here in my household, my teenagers. Okay, so basically what happens when you're feeling bad and when you're feeling in pain and you've got the symptoms and things like that happening, of course, our energy levels are low and we're vibrating at a very low energy. So when we start to be able to impact on that and start to get the inflammation down and start to help the body with this natural supplement or with any natural supplement or anything that's beneficial, what happens is that all of a sudden our energy starts to rise. So on every level, our mental field, our energetic field, our emotional field, everything is actually affected in a really great positive way. And when we say that, then all of a sudden everything starts to open up for us. So we're talking about finances, we're talking about health, we're talking about our body, on all of those things. Mentally, we get results mentally because all of a sudden we're optimistic because we feel better. It's that simple. When you start to feel better, you start to vibrate higher, you start to open up your field to more possibilities and opportunities. So it just makes sense that as you start to do the work in the physical level, it starts to work in the energetic level, in the mental level. And that's why I think we can see so many different results, especially as we start to allow this to really just start to peel off the layers of inflammation energetically, emotionally, mentally, we're just seeing crazy results, right? You've seen that as well?
It's absolutely amazing. I love this conversation about raising vibration, because it's exactly what you're saying, is that like people say to me, oh, are you going to just take that for the rest of your life? And of course, we all don't want to be taking supplements for the rest of our lives. That's not the goal. But the idea is to start to shift the frequency of the body, and then the body can start to heal itself. So later on, you can start to reduce the amount of the supplements that you're taking. I mean, what we really want is to have ultimate health and not have to take anything. But in this day and age, it's very difficult. Supplements are a thing. There's not any minerals in the earth anymore. So we're not getting all the minerals we need. And of course, we've got all these amazing tools that are coming out, which we're all using. But I do genuinely think that we need the physical as well as the energetical and the spiritual effects as well. And this particular one I like so much because there's so many studies. You don't have to explain it to anybody. Most people know about it, but it just feels so organic, to the point of turmeric itself is just a sacred root of a plant. And if we know how we can utilize that for the best things, I love the idea that what you're saying is, I felt this when I took it. When I first started taking it, it was like I had this, suddenly I realized the vibration of my body was different. I had more energy. And then I suddenly had, I already do a lot of things, right? You've seen me do all these different events, and I'm always doing something, but it's like, I always had more energy than that. So I was like, oh, okay. And more focus, more clarity, more concentration. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. And that is generally your vibrations, that's raising your vibrations. So I really feel like this one is special, just because you can absorb this turmeric directly into the bloodstream and bypassing everything else, and it's actually getting absorbed. Most people do not know that whatever turmeric supplement they might be taking is actually just, most of it's going directly outside the body. And I think this is really important, is to educate people about that. Be careful, look into your turmeric supplement that you're taking, because there are so many studies on it. We've got some videos we can share about the science by Dr. Jeremy Thornton, who talks about the actual studies of how it works, how long it lasts in the body. And this particular one, when you're taking, so ordinary turmeric, it literally lasts in the body 1 hour, maximum 2 hours with black pepper. But with this one, when it's nanified, and it's been like, I love the way Rebecca described it, it's encapsulated in this way so it can get absorbed into the body. This one, it can stay up to 24 hours in the body. So it actually has time to have therapeutic processes and for it to actually work. So imagine the possibilities with this. It's so amazing. Yeah. And of course, there are studies on this particular one too. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you were talking about, oh, do you have to take it for the rest of your life? Personally, when you feel this good and when you know that it's actually an anti-carcinogenic, you know it's good for your body, do you get your car service? Do you exercise? Like, of course, you want to actually put good stuff into your body all the time, because it is an anti-aging type supplement as well. So I don't know why, personally, this day and age, I get good water, I take vitamins and minerals and all those things. I really try to look after myself, because we don't get that anymore. And of course, again, like you're talking about, this day and age, inflammation is an epidemic. It's everywhere, right? And so everybody's got, at some level, inflammation, and this is so amazing for inflammation. Why wouldn't you take it? I'm baffled by it when people say that. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I might not take, at the moment, I take 20 drops a day. That's my personal preference, because I've got an autoimmune disorder, an autoimmune disease. So I'm working on myself to see if I can actually get that. It's a thyroid autoimmune. So I'm actually doing the blood tests and doing all that stuff with the doctor to see how that works. It's going to be really interesting to see in long-term effects for my body taking this supplement. But the energy that I get also is surprising and amazing. Why wouldn't I want that energy every day, so I can live my life to the fullest, right? So I can actually, and also, sorry, just something else that tapped in there. I hope you can hear me all right, because my internet might be dodgy. But when there's an in spirit type flowing through, I'll just quickly share it. But when you're in that high energy, you're in creation mode, right? And that's where the magic happens. So when you're able to actually lift past the three-dimensional world where you've got a little bit of pain and all that stuff happening, that as you get older, it's expected, but we don't want it, but that's what people expect, and therefore they will receive. All of a sudden, you've lifted that up. You're in a super creation mode. That's where everything happens. We as people, as beautiful manifesting creators, we can create. And when we don't have all of those things holding us back, man, things just happen, and they just start to happen like this. So from an energetic level, you want to be at your highest vibration all the time. And if you find something like this that actually does work, why the hell wouldn't you put it in your body all the time? I take probably a little bit too much, but I love the stuff.
My mum loves it as well. She's actually cut out caffeine. Like she was drinking just normal like black tea, like as English people do, English tea all the time, right? It's a thing for English people just to drink tea, like 2-3 cups a day. And she's completely cut that out, like not wanting to, but she has. And now she just drinks the turmeric and she loves it. She loves the taste. So it's very interesting.
Wow.
I love like what you're talking about energetically, because I think that's what we're all really here for, right? Is to really just start to shift our whole energies, because right now that's really what's happening, right, in the world, is we have to shift our vibrations higher. And there's a lot of low vibrations happening. So we all have to learn how to like feel safe in that environment. And I feel like this is one of the things that you feel safe with. And touching on that, I was reading about this as well. I was telling Rebecca that I was reading an article about somebody that uses turmeric and has been taught about turmeric from her grandmother for years and years on how to protect your energy with turmeric. So what she does is she does turmeric baths to cleanse her aura and to cleanse her field. Now, I don't know, we were talking about it. Imagine putting turmeric into a bath. I mean, this turmeric, it's so strong. Like it literally turns everything, like just don't drop it on your white top or your carpet or something. It's very hard to get out.
You need purple shampoo, just FYI, use purple shampoo. That's what gets it out. We found the trick.
And it's funny because I wear a lot of white as well, so I'm always like, oh God, I better not get this on there. It's on everything. It just gets places, but it's so strong. It's like it's 277 times more powerful than taking 16 ounces of normal turmeric. So you can imagine the potency of this stuff. And it's really, it can imagine putting some in a bath. It might turn you a little bit orange, but you put it on your skin, don't you?
Yeah, I use it topically on my sunspots and it works really well. We've actually had great success. Oh, my internet's gone funny. Just in FYI. We've had great success with people with sunspots and with skin issues. And if you get a bee sting or you get a sting or something, you can actually put it on there and it takes the sting away. Yeah, it's actually very good, but you just have to be careful because it's an oil, so it goes everywhere. But yes, it does work extremely well topically and extremely, obviously we take it internally, but we're finding many benefits.
Yeah.
Many different ways to use it.
So maybe 1 drop in the bath potentially for cleansing aura.
Yeah, I'm
if you've
going to
got
give it a go.
Any skin issues, it makes sense just to put a little bit in with your magnesium salts.
Yes, anti-inflammatory. Yes.
And especially if you like got a lot of pain, it's a great idea. And then you're not just working on yourself on a physical level, but on an energetic level. If you feel like you've got something heavy going on energetically, I think that it's a really nice idea. These are just tips on how to raise your energy with turmeric. You could potentially put any turmeric in the bath for raising your vibrations, but we're talking about a specific one today, just because we're passionate about this one and this breakthrough of this, of how this one. I want to just also share this as well. This is another, I love this vision. This is the one that I found really interesting. These are other things that curcumin has been studied and you can find benefits for. So just have a look at that. See if there's anything on there that you are currently struggling with, and just see about the possibilities that curcumin could or may help you with. There's just so many different things.
Yeah. Can I share something that happened to me today? So I've been taking this supplement for 4.5, 5 months, probably 5 months now. And I absolutely love it, obviously. And I used to have asthma, like on up and down, like just a little bit of asthma, I get a cold and get asthma, that type of thing. I was at the gym this morning and I'm starting to take the curcumin straight under my tongue and then have a hot drink after, because it just goes in even quicker and it's amplified. So that's how I've been taking it, and it's amplifying the benefits. So when I went to the gym today and I did a cardio class, and usually I'd be pretty chesty and I'm getting fitter, I took it about 30 minutes later during the class. I noticed that it was so much more easier. I could literally push myself, and I realized my breathing, because it really helps the lungs, my breathing was so much easier. So I'm literally getting fitter. My recovery is just absolutely phenomenal, because I don't have aches and pains anymore. But I really noticed literally today, it just hit me that, wow, I'm actually 10 times fitter than I was at the start, because I can breathe better without even realizing that was just another benefit. So that was something that I was like, whoa, I'm blown away.
There's just, it's just all the time, isn't it? Hearing about the different things it can help with. But also, I just wanted to just share one other thing, just because I know we have all these studies. I just want to show you them. I'm going to show you my Trello board, because we've got all this amazing. So if any of you want these, if anyone wants these studies, please message me, or you can find them online if you search for them. Okay, I'll just show you this. These are just, so these are the research papers on this particular curcumin supplement. So like anti-inflammatory properties, nanocarriers, so it's talking about the absorption and how it works, curcumin and diabetes, tuberculosis, diabetes again, thyroid, cancer therapy, a kidney injury, antioxidants. There's a micelle study, but that's how it works. The brain and chemotherapy. And these are all the different studies here. So you can, of course, just message me. I'm happy to share them with you if you'd like to. You can come be a part of this board, which we've started, just giving information about this particular supplement. But yeah, there's just so much information. And I feel today was just, again, we've talked a couple of times, but just to bring the awareness to people that this is just such an amazing way to just start your healing process, or just to add to your toolbox, or to add to your healing methods. Because, and also for your clients, if you are someone who has a bunch of clients struggling, this could also help them, and we can get this out to those people. And I think that's important as well.
We have a lot of doctors, functional doctors, dentists, vets, very good for pets as well, nurses, chiropractors. Oh, my internet's gone funny. But we have a lot of those that are coming on that are absolutely loving it. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear your picture's a little bit funny, but I'm getting it. Okay. I don't know if everyone else is. Rebecca's saying that we've got a lot of people who have been practicing health, so like doctors, nurses, and also vets, because it is really good for animals. And you can also dentists. Give it to children and dentists. Actually, my teeth and my gums, I went to the dentist the other day, and I went there and he said my teeth are completely healthy. I haven't been to the dentist for 2 years. I did go, I'm not regular, but I've been swilling my mouth with this turmeric, and it's really good. My gums in a really good shape. All right. Yeah, if anyone wants more information, get in touch. I'm happy to share what we're talking about on that level. And and thank you so much, Rebecca, for coming on and for sharing all the info that you've been learning on this journey.
Absolutely. It's really important to take control of your own energy and to get into creation mode right now, because there's a lot of fear. So if you can get yourself into that high vibration and creation energy and decide what you want to do for yourself, right? Instead of letting outside forces control you, you just take back that power. And I believe this tool is just so important to do that. It's just between this tool and all the other tools that we know that are so powerful for us, I guarantee you can become such an amazing creator and just literally take charge of whatever it is you desire in this life.
Woohoo! Love that. Let's go create. Oh, thank you everyone for listening on the Facebook.
Yes, absolutely.
So nice. Yes, hi to Trisha who's there, and everyone else that's watching, and everyone else that watches the replay. If you're watching us on the Facebook Live, I'll pop please just feel free to private message me, or just write in the chat box, and I'll happy to just send you a private message, and I'll connect with you about any of this. If you want to try it, we can get you. Some countries it's a little bit tricky because it's not open on the market yet, but in some countries it is. So I'll do my best to try to get some to you. I'm sure we'll find someone in your area to ship some to you. And we'll see you on the next call. And thank you, Rebecca. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much.